Well, they're always interesting games. I told the guys this morning. I go, you know what? Again, both ways. If you're down, um, don't worry about it. If you have a lead, you better worry about it because no lead is safe in that building. It's a fun place to play. They got high glass. There's a lot of bouncing pucks. You probably aren't going to have two different styles of games from one week to the next. St. Cloud State, you're playing in the Pacific Ocean, and then you're going to Ferris State, which is a lot smaller rink. So the games are always fun. They're always exciting. We've had a lot of great battles in that rink, and no, it's just it's always fun, and we're excited to get back on the road.
Coach, at this point in the season, after St. Cloud, I know every week you're working on something different. What were some of the things that you saw this past weekend that you want to work on?
Oh, I don't know if it's working on anything other than maybe it's probably the mindset, and you have to adjust your mindset to who you're playing and where you're going, and that's probably the biggest thing right now is just our mindset. But there's some things we learned about ourselves a little bit in St. Cloud too. That's a good team, and it's probably the best team we played this year. And on a given weekend, it's just like it was a game where when you made mistakes, they made you pay, and you just got to limit your mistakes, and you got to make sure too. Like we talked about, just little things. Like it's amazing, avoidable plays, avoidable penalties, and how one particular play can lead to a penalty 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds later, then give them a power play goal. Like it's kind of. I brought up the example like when you're in elementary school, learning about the cause and effect, and we all remember those days. And you always laughed at. Like what are we learning this stuff for? But I mean, it really played into it, this past weekend. So we just talked about a lot of different things, and I think the biggest thing is probably just the mindset.
Heading into this weekend, those were non-conference games. They didn't affect that bottom line. You guys were in first place heading into this weekend. I don't know what. Yeah, so you guys are still top dog in the conference as of right now. You head into the second half. Is that something on your mind? Is that something that you guys talked about, or?
We never talk about it because we know where everything's at, and to talk about something like that right now is really premature. I mean, there's 12 games to go. What are we? 1 point. Teams have games in hand. It's just like it's irrelevant. I mean, you're 1 weekend getting swept, maybe going to 4th or 5th or 6th place. So to talk about those things is irrelevant. It's the truth. It matters where you're at in 2 months, not where you're at right now. So you just want to play good hockey. We want to put the games this weekend behind us, and we got to move forward. And that's probably the best way of putting it. You just got to move forward, and that's every weekend. You got to move forward. It did, Schultz. I thought there was a lot. I thought our execution was a lot better, but we still gave up 3 at the end of the day. And there's positives and there's negatives too, just like there's a lot of things. And there's a lot of things that we still have to fix. And we're not alone. Everybody's trying to fix something. So we're still in the fixing mode, and then we're going to have obviously different players. With injuries and things like that, there's going to be different players playing more and being put in situations where they haven't been in those situations this year. So that's going to be a great opportunity for them. Well, it always is. You need to get, first off, if you want to win, you got to get points every weekend. You have to, because then if you don't, you're watching the other teams play. So you got to win on the road. I mean, we have 8 road games and we have 4 home games in the league, so we're going to have to get it done on the road.